The road to the Maryland State Championship is brought to you by the East Coast Unsigned Seniors Camp, the premier exposure event for unsigned seniors. For more information, log on to www.capitalhoops.com.
First half, we allowed them to walk the ball up a lot, get in their sets, and that hasn't been our tempo of basketball.
In the first Maryland 3A semifinal game, it was an unfortunate one for the Blake Bengals. They got pinned up against a very hungry Thomas Stone team. Although Thomas Stone led 32-14 at halftime, Blake was able to put together a great run and actually cut the lead to within 10. Junior guard Brandon Headley scored 23 of those points. However, that was as close as the Bengals would get. Stephon Battle was scored 10 of his game-high 25 points in the fourth quarter as Stone pulled away 76-53, advancing them to the championship game, their third chance in 3 years.
I guess just trying to utilize a six-man throughout the playoffs. Our crowd and our marching band has really helped us. So, just like you would pump up your team, you kind of try to get your crowd back into it. Just make sure they're on your side, and they still were. So I think they definitely kind of helped us and showed Blake that we weren't going to stop fighting, neither was our crowd.
We knew they were big. We knew not only were they big, but they were real good.
We're just gonna take it one game at a time like we've been doing. But coach gonna have our game plan for them, and we're just gonna try to execute.
Meanwhile, on the flip side of the 3A division, Milford Mill took on Stephen Decatur.
Three-point basket by Anthony Good. Basket by Isaiah McCray.
And junior guard Isaiah McCray sent the Millers in at halftime 28-15.
The kids played hard, they gave their best effort, they always do. We just weren't mentally strong, we just couldn't get five guys in the floor at the same time clicking.
Seahawks basket by number 2. Basket by Anthony Good. This third, and the Seahawks.
Milford's Jimmy Hamilton scored 16 points and grabbed 12 boards as they advanced to meet Thomas Stone in the championship game on Saturday.
Feel good, because my homeboy last year, Will Buck, he made it last year and won it, so I want to get one.
I've been dreaming about this since day one, since coming in the 9th grade, moving up on varsity, me and Tyler. And we just been working so hard, and it's just so beautiful to actually come and have this opportunity to finally play for what's right for us, and I think we believe that we deserve it. And we're just happy, we're excited, it's unbelievable, it's an unbelievable feeling.
Most of you guys are young, they never seen nothing like this. So when they started pushing up the ball, started playing full court D, we all got scared. So
High school basketball lovers had a treat shortly after in the 4A semifinals when we had Springbrook take on Eleanor Roosevelt.
Into the first quarter with the score tie.
We had a tie after the first quarter, 10-10, as these two teams clawed back and forth at each other. That story continued throughout the second quarter. Both teams refused to lose. Howard Wilder was able to get one to go over Springbrook's Miles Jackson at halftime, 24-24. Both teams regrouped and were back out on the floor for their second half showdown. Springbrook pulled away and actually had a 7-point lead before Roosevelt called on sophomore guard Sean Miller. With the game on the line, experience became a factor, and the defending Maryland State champions made key plays down the stretch. Of which none were bigger than senior guard Deshaun Walker.
This is where big-time players make big-time shots.
Walker made it a 2-possession game as Springbrook gave Roosevelt no chance to come back, 52-48.
Walker was tough tonight too. I mean, every time they seemed like they needed a bucket, they had one. Especially in the first half, and he had this. He iced it at the end.
Well, he's very big for us. He's one of our lone seniors. He gives us a lot of leadership. Very solid player out there offensively and defensively. And
I envisioned me going to the line and just knocking both of them down. I knew it was going to be big. That one was going to be critical, but I knew two would put it away. So I had confidence stepping up and knock both of them down.
I didn't know they made more plays than us. We lost to a very good team tonight. I'm proud of my guys. Feeling hurts me.
Darrell Edwards scored 33 points in Dunbar's win, while Keith Jackson's 34 wasn't enough for Snow Hill. The Patriots of Old Mill would advance to meet Springbrook in the 4A state championship game after taking care of business against Urbana. Back to the 3A semifinals, Gwynn Park and North Carroll, and it was all Brandon Ford early. 3 straight three-pointers to open up the game, as North Carroll was just never able to get back into it after the Yellow Jackets sting early on.
Yeah, Brandon Ford's a great player for them, and he hit some early threes on us.
I just wanted to get a dunk since Mike got one. I decided to get one. That's just a little competition, me and Mike.
It just feels good making that next step in the program and getting to a state championship game. The city does advance. Mike Daniels and I have a great history. When I was at Spalding, he was at Towson Catholic. So it'll be a great challenge for us. I think we're up to it though.
And City would do just that as they took down Easton in the semifinal game, putting them up against a very tough Gwynn Park team in the 2A championship.
Our swagger is you jump on the team early, you get it done early. We just try to take care of business early
and come in real focused.
I just got to go out there and beat them on the floor. It's my last year. A lot of people get this opportunity to come back and win another state championship.
It was big in the hole and everything. I tried my best.